championship. Cedartown Bulldogs, the third region championship in a row.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA. 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
Folks, you might want to go check your firewood because it's wet. My goodness. No. National anthem there by Chris Stapleton, Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. It is baseball time again here at Cedartown High School. The Cedartown Bulldogs taking on their cross-county rival, the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. You hear the PA announcer, Mr. Carson Tanner, making the announcement. Longtime Cedartown High School Bulldogs head coach here in both baseball and for a time as the head coach of the football team. Coach Dole Kelly throwing out our ceremonial first pitch. The Dogs,
perfect changeup.
Yep, the Dogs once again going to do battle here with the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Of course, Andrew, earlier this week, these two teams met over at the Rock, and the Jackets would have the better of the Dogs, defeating them by a final score of 12-2 in 5 innings. The Dogs, however, will send X Holiday to the mound today, the senior Bulldog, and hope for a much different outcome.
I think so, and what you got to do is you got to put that game behind you, and no better person to do it on the mound for the Bulldogs than Xavier Holiday, who gets a start on the hill. Defensively speaking, for the Cedartown Bulldogs, will go around the horn in the infield. Everett Perkins, the freshman, gets a start at third base today as X is pitching. That'll shift Ace Allen over to shortstop. Caleb Formby will play second base, and at first base for the Bulldogs will be the senior Cole Dingler. In the outfield, from left to right, Jack Roper, the senior, playing left. Tony Ware, the senior, in center. And in right field, it is Samuel Formby. Rockmart Yellow Jackets will bring to bear their lineup, which we have become familiar with after the ball game this past Tuesday. Tucker Woody will lead off, playing right field. Nealon Hulsey, the catcher, will bat second. Batting third will be, it looks like, Hunter Atkins, and he will hit for himself, and he'll be the starting pitcher. Trey Luke will be playing center field, batting in the cleanup role. Rob Yagu, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Batting sixth will be Callion Thompson, the shortstop. Gage Campbell at first base, batting seventh. Aiden Wright at left field, batting eighth. And Kason Zucker, playing second base, will bat in the 9 hole for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. And Sam, the debut of the cream uniforms for 2024.
Yep, Dogs wearing their cream uniforms with the Dogs in script in red across the chest, red numbers. They're also wearing with them their red hats with the white C and the black bill. Rockmart comes in wearing a smoke gray uniform with the Rock in gold letters written across the front, numbers on the front in black trimmed in gold. On the back side of those uniforms, it'll be numbers in gold trimmed in black. So some good looking uniforms from both squads. The pants for Rockmart, they've got a gold stripe down them with black on each side, but it will be Tucker Woody, the right fielder for Rockmart, that will lead things off here this afternoon as the Dogs look to pick up their first win of the season and get revenge against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets.
Xavier Holiday kicks and fires the first pitch of the ball game, and it's a swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1.
We need to be able to retire that leadoff batter. That's something that we have talked about, something that Cedartown struggles with, but we'll see if they're able to do that here against Woody.
X ready, and the pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. Nothing into the count.
Woody, a hard man to retire in the previous game. He went 1 for 2, would score 2 runs, had an RBI and a walk.
Here comes the 0-2. Well outside, back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He hit in the leadoff spot, but was the designated hitter. Today, Woody getting the start over in right field.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch is outside again. 2 balls and 2 strikes, missing in the same spot.
This game was originally scheduled for tomorrow, but due to impending inclement weather, they have moved it up to today. So we appreciate everyone that is here coming out a day early, and also for those of you listening and viewing, thanks for joining us.
Pitch on the way. Just misses outside.
Good pitch there by X, trying to paint that outside corner and just missed. The count is now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out, top of the first here at the Dog Pound.
Payoff pitch, bouncer up the middle and picked up at second base by Formby. He'll have no play. Be an infield hit for Rockmart.
Had just to put that one in his pocket. He ranged over from his spot there at second. He had to go to had to work to his right. And by the time he tracked that one down, it was almost behind the bag at second. So a leadoff single for Woody. And that'll bring up number 9, the catcher, Neelan Haltsey. Haltsey comes to the plate with 1 on and nobody out.
Now the Bulldogs gave up a base runner. Let's see if they can limit damage here, which is something they've struggled to do. That pitch was outside, throw went down there and actually hit it went back to the bag at first. They almost had the runner picked off.
Yeah, Allred held on to that one for a little while. Had he thrown it immediately, that would have been a close bang-bang play over at first. But instead, it's a 1 ball, no strike count on Haltsey.
Holiday delivers. Pitch is outside, ball 2.
He's an out. Come on.
2-0 the count.
He's an out. Come on.
Allred behind the plate this afternoon for the Dogs, giving Dakota Matthews the afternoon off.
Snap throw to first base and sliding back safely is Woody.
If you have any keys to the game for the Dogs today, I think number 1, Andrew, would be limiting mistakes.
Pitch on the way is inside. Throw goes down to second base, and it is over everybody, and the runner is going to steal it. I think, again, Allred kind of hesitated on his throw. He kind of double-clutched.
Well, and the batter was not in his way enough to cause any type of interference, but it did make him hold it for a moment longer. And to be honest, I think he should have just put that one in his pocket because he almost made an error there in throwing it away, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Haltsey, and the Yellow Jackets are in business with runners at first and second with nobody out. That'll bring up the opposing pitcher, Hunter Atkins. Atkins got the start at first base the last time that we saw these two teams get together. Ace Allen coming in to have a conversation with Holiday on the mound.
It's certainly a lot cooler than it was the last time we played. 48 degrees at game time here. It was in the, I think, low 70s when we played Rockmart on Tuesday. So Holiday in a bit of a pickle here in this first inning. A single and a walk. Have runners on first and second with nobody out, and the pitch is coming to Hunter Atkins. Here it is, squares to bunt, lays it down toward third. Tough play for Atkins, throws to first, not in time.
Nope, just could not get there. That was a good bunt there by Atkins. Perkins had to come all the way in from his spot at third. Holiday was charging, but Everett really had the better angle on it. But it loads the bases now with nobody out, and it's going to bring up number 10, the center fielder, Trey Luke. So Luke, with an early chance to put the Jackets on the board. Rockmart scored 2 runs in the first inning last time we saw these guys.
Pitch from Holiday is a breaking ball and a beauty, strike 1.
Really good pitch there by Holiday, working that outside portion of the plate. He got the call there to get ahead of Luke, and that might be the first batter that he's been ahead so far.
The 0-1. Same pitch, hit over shortstop and through for a base hit. 1 run's going to score, possibly 2. Picked up in left center. Runner has the green light. Throw will not be made. It's a 2-run single for Trey Luke, and Rockmart has struck for 2 here in the top of the first.
Runners now at first and second for Rockmart. It'll bring up number 17. It'll be Rob Yagu, the third baseman. Cedartown still searching for their first out of the inning as 2 runs are already across for the Jackets. Early trouble for the Dogs.
Holiday set and delivers. Takes up, ball 1. The pitch that Trey Luke laced in the left field was the same pitch that was a called strike, but it kind of hung up there for him, and he was able to lace it out there. 1-0 the count to Rob Yagu, and there's a ground ball back to the pitcher. They'll throw to third base to get that lead runner, and he's out. So that's the first out. It'll be a fielder's choice, 1-5. And one gone, runner still at first and second.
Good play there by X defensively, and also to go to third base with that. Perkins applied the tag over at third easily, and that runner was out, so that will be the first out. Runner still, though, at first and second, and it'll be Kellyon Thompson, the shortstop for the Jackets.
Holiday set, delivers, and it's a call strike over the outside corner, 0-1.
Thompson was 0 for 3, one of the only Rockmart Jackets not to record a hit.
Here's the 0-1. Taken outside, 1-1.
He did strike out once and was able to pick up an RBI, though, for Rockmart in that 12-2 win. Here the Dogs trail 2-0, top of the first inning.
The stretch, the 1-1. A tapper foul, 1-2. He kind of came back with that off-speed breaking pitch, and Thompson fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, 1 gone. 2 runs in for Rockmart here in the top of the first. And X delivers a 1-2, breaking ball, and it's bounced foul toward the Cedartown dugout on the left side. Cedartown
0-7 on the season. Rockmart comes in at 500, 3-3. The Jackets with 3 straight wins, looking for number 4 here this afternoon.
1-2 is a fastball grounded towards shortstop. Ace Allen will feed to second for 1. That's all they're going to get. So another fielder's choice, as runners will be at the corners now with 2 outs.
To be honest, Andrew, I like the decision there by Caleb Formby just to hold on to that one at second. It was going to be a close play at first anyways. We've had some trouble with some errors this season so far, so I think to just stick that one in your pocket and not to rush anything, I'm okay with that decision there, because now you've got 2 outs with runners at the corners.
Gage Campbell now will be the batter. Rockmart's first baseman, bats left. The pitch on the way from X is a grounder hit towards second base. Formby fields and throws over to Dingler for out number 3. So the 2 runs, the result of a single by Trey Luke, is all the damage in the top of this first inning, but the Rockmart Yellow Jackets will go to the bottom half of the first, leading by a score of 2-0. Cedartown coming up after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Home half of the first inning, the Dogs trail 2-0 here against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. A 2-run single by Trey Luke puts the Dogs behind, and it will be the top of the order for Cedartown. Tony Ware, Ace Allen, and X Holiday will come to the plate against Hunter Atkins. Atkins, the starting pitcher this afternoon for Rockmart. He got the start over at first base earlier this week when we saw this squad, and so he will go to work here against the Bulldogs. Defensively for Rockmart, it'll be Yagu over at third. Kellyon Thompson is going to play shortstop. Zucker will be at second, and Gage Campbell over at first base. Haltsey will be behind the plate for the Jackets.
First pitch to Ware is hit on the ground towards second base. 1 pitch and 1 out.
In the outfield, it'll be Wright, Luke, and Woody from left to right for the Jackets. So a quick first out for Hunter Atkins, and that's going to bring up Ace Allen.
Now batting for your Bulldogs, 0-0, Ace Allen.
So Hunter Atkins making quick work of Tony Ware on that ground out towards second base on the 4-3 putout. One thing Rockmart has always had plenty of, and that's pitching. Swing and a miss on a fastball there from the lefty, 0-1.
Atlanta Braves picked up 2 wins today in spring training action, Andrew. They had 2 split squad games. They defeated the Tampa Bay Rays 12-9 and picked up a win against the Twins 5-0 as that one is fouled back. So Ace now in the hole 0-2.
I saw that Michael Harris II had another great ball game at the plate. Looks like he's starting spring training pretty hot.
Big basketball game last night in Knoxville.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way. He slices that one toward first base, and he mishandles it over at first base.
He just lost it.
Yeah, it kind of landed right between his legs, right below his stomach, and that'll probably be an error. If he makes that play, he's got an easy route to first base to tag the bag. So the Dogs will take the base runner on the E3.
That'll bring up X Holiday. Holiday comes to the plate with the runner on first and nobody out. Number 4, Tennessee defeated number 11, Auburn, 92-84. Dalton Connect had a 39-point performance for the Vols. A big second half for him in that squad. Tennessee stays atop the SEC standings. Thrower to first, runner back safely. Number 24, Florida defeated Missouri 83-74. That keeps Missouri winless in SEC play for this 2023-2024 campaign.
Next Holiday fouls one straight back, nothing won the count.
Number 18, South Carolina defeated Texas A&M in College Station by a 2-point margin of 70-68. And number 14, Alabama, with a huge second half comeback to beat Ole Miss on the road, 103-88. A big matchup coming up between Tennessee and Alabama as that one is fouled off to the left side. Also in some college basketball news, Caitlin Clark from Iowa is now 18 points away from tying Pistol Pete Maravich as the leading scorer in Division I basketball, whether it's men's or women's. She also made the announcement today that she is declaring for the WNBA draft at the end of this season. X takes one outside ball 1. So Clark will more than likely, and I do not follow WNBA, I will be honest, but Indiana, the team in Indiana won the lottery. They will have the first overall pick.
Breaking ball hit on the ground toward first base and foul, and X Holiday putting up a good battle here.
And that is likely where Clark will head.
Why even listen to Sports Talk in the morning? Sim's got it all here.
I give you a recap right here.
He'll have all this tomorrow morning, by the way, just in case you missed this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to X Holiday, and the breaking ball is fouled off. Good battle here going on by X. Some breaking balls coming from the lefty Hunter Atkins, and he has fought off some 2-strike pitches here.
Well, pitcher on pitcher here. X knows how much he had to battle in that first inning. He's going to do everything that he can to battle here against Atkins.
1-2 pitch, and Atkins wins that battle, a foul tip and a strikeout. 2 gone, nobody on base. That'll send up the number 3 batter in the lineup. It'll be
the designated hitter, Jay O'Neill. So O'Neill will come to the plate with a runner on and 2 outs.
Number 10, Jay O'Neill.
Ace Allen reaching on the air. No hits in the inning, but a chance for Jay O'Neill to keep the inning going here. 1 on, 2 out. The pitch is outside, pops off the glove, but no advance from first base. 1 ball and no strikes. By the way, Jay O'Neill got a JV start on the mound. I think he threw about 80-something pitches yesterday and felt good and looked good. I think the radar gun he was topping off, I think one of his fastest pitches was in the low to mid-80s. So he's rehabbing well. We might get to see him sooner than later. 1-0 pitch is going to be a called strike. 1-1 the count. A little inside, perhaps low, but called a strike.
It definitely looked a little low from at least my perspective, but Atkins gets the call. That'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 outs.
Pitch on the way. Runner goes. It's low. Throw goes down to second base. He'll be in safely. So Ace Allen moves into scoring position. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Carson Tanner informs me that Hunter Atkins is a commit to the University of Georgia as a pitcher. So he is definitely showing why the Georgia Bulldogs are interested in him. And Georgia has a good baseball program as well. Breaking ball and a called strike 2. Nasty pitch there as Jay just looked at it. 2-2 the count.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Georgia is 9-0 on the season.
They are.
Maybe 10-0 even. I know for a fact 9-0. They beat Presbyterian yesterday, I believe. Pick up another win.
Jay asked for time. Time will tell for Georgia because they have, conference play doesn't start until sometime next month, and the SEC is just packed full of baseball talent. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, got him looking. Holy smokes, that was inside, folks, but a called strike 3, and the Bulldogs leave a base runner. Rockmart leads by a score of 2-0 here in the end of the first. We head to the second inning. Cedartown baseball is here on the Big Double A, back after 60 seconds.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
2-0 is your score as we go to the top of the second inning. The Bulldogs strand one in the bottom of the first. Holiday will go back to work here against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Cedartown still looking for their first win of the season. And what a win it would be if we could come back and beat these guys. Rockmart, of course, defeated Cedartown earlier this week by a final score of 12-2 across the county at the Rock. So Cedartown trying to battle back here and pick up a win. Coming up for Rockmart, it will be 8-9-1 due up. So Aiden Wright, Kaysen Zucker, and then back to the top of the order in Tucker Woody. Wright, the left fielder, will lead things off here in the top of the second inning.
Holiday ready to go, and the pitch on the way. Must have just been outside. I don't know. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from X. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last time we were on about this time, we were just learning of the terrible fire at the old Jockey Building, and just amazing. First, the 1-2 pitch is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The amount of damage is just almost unthinkable as far as what some damage caused by that fire to some surrounding areas. 2-2. Low and away, ball 3-3-2. The road was damaged.
Yeah, and that road is going to be closed. That section of West Avenue will be closed for quite some time. The city will actually have to go in and mill that section of the road down and repave it.
3-2 pitch is low, ball 4. And I don't know if that's a leadoff walk for the Jackets. And I don't know if that road has been milled all the way down since it was a DOT road. They used to be Highway 278.
Yeah.
So that plus utilities. I know the power lines melted. The copper in the power lines melted. The fire was so hot. Kaysen Zucker, the batter, as Aiden Wright walks on a 3-2 pitch. So Rockmart has traffic on the base paths. X from the stretch and the delivery. And that one missed out. Ball 1.
It goes without saying, but a thank you to all of the first responders, all the guys over at the City of Cedartown Fire Department, the guys and gals at Polk County Fire Department.
1-0 pitch is low. Runner goes, and there'll be no throw to second base.
Cedartown Police Department and the Polk County Sheriff's Office all helped kind of shut things down. We also want to thank our Water Department folks, David Mason, man in the water station that actually lost power, and they had to get on the horn with Georgia Power and get power rerouted so that we could get water to the guys.
So a pitch is a called strike one right down the middle, 2-1 the count. I know you were kind of having to deal with that, connecting the dots and getting folks in touch with the right people.
Yeah, we were just trying to make some connections pretty quickly.
That's what you got to do in a time like that. 2 balls and a strike, runner at second base with nobody out. The pitch is line foul off the screen to the right side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also, many thanks to volunteers. When I talked to Ed the other day, he was telling me that the Cedartown First Methodist Church provided some food. Also, Domino's donated pizzas to the firefighters on the scene. So the community coming together in this time. 2-2 pitch is a breaking ball high and tight, and another full count, 3-2.
Advent Health, I'm sure, and Atrium Health, Floyd also, I'm sure those folks probably sent some EMS crews to stand by. And also a special thanks to our friends over on the other side of the county, Rockmart Fire Department. Rockmart sent their ladder truck over. I talked to Mayor Sherman Ross while we were at the game and sent him our thanks. So
3-2 pitch is lined toward first and through for a base hit. That may score a run. No, they're going to hold him up. Throw comes in toward the middle of the infield. Allred picks that up, and runners will be at the corners with nobody out.
And I'm a little biased on this one, but the unsung heroes of any type of emergency situation like that are the 911 dispatchers. Those are the folks, they're the first link in that chain. And they were the ones that started everything by receiving the calls and getting the folks dispatched and directing traffic among the responders and everything that they needed to. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change already.
Maybe. Coach Johnson is out. There hasn't been a visit yet. This may just be
Is he possibly injured? He's looking at that right elbow. And I think we're going to have a change here, Andrew. Coach Johnson signaling into the dugout, and they're calling in, it looks like Formby from right field. And I think we're going to have a pitching change. But again, just to wrap up what we were talking about, the side note, just a special thanks to all of those folks that were involved in battling that blaze over at Jockey. First responders, the community, the folks with the water department, Georgia Power, the City of Rome Fire Department. They even sent a truck down to man the city of Cedartown. Excuse me. So thanks to those folks as well.
So we will have a pitching change, and not 100% sure what's going on here with X Holiday. Coach Johnson came out of the dugout immediately, and he wasn't really looking at his throwing hand. It was his glove hand, so I don't know exactly what that could be. But we will have a pitching change, and I'm thinking that Samuel Formby, if that's who it's going to be, is going to have as much time as he needs to warm up. So we'll let you know what all the changes are when we come back after this 60-second timeout here on the Big Double A. Back after this.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
It will be Samuel Formby that will come in relief of X Holiday. Formby coming in from his position out at right field comes in the top of the second inning with runners at the corners. And nobody out. I thought we had one. Nobody out.
Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Jack Roper moves over from left to right, and Brody Blackman comes in to play left field. And, of course, Samuel Formby is now on the mound. So he's going to get the time he needs to warm up. And I know Samuel would love to, atone for the game he pitched against Rockmart the last time when he just couldn't throw a strike.
He could not. It was a tough outing for Formby. He would come in relief there in I believe it was the third inning for Cole Cochran, and he did not retire a batter. He allowed 4 runs and walked 3. 2 of those were back-to-back walks, and it was in the 3rd inning. Cochran only able to make it through 3 1/3. Or so it was the 4th inning there, when Formby would come out, and that would be the big inning for Rockmart. That would be the big 9-run inning that would lead ultimately to the defeat by a final of 12-2. So Formby's going to come to the plate, or come to the mound, and it'll be top of the order for Rockmart in Tucker Woody. Woody reached his last time up with a hit and would later come around to score a run.
Formby set and delivers, and it's a hit up the middle, line drive, base hit. Run's going to score. Runner stops at second base, and they will be at first and second as the throw comes in toward third. So Wright scores, Zucker to second base, and Woody's got an RBI, and Rockmart now leads it by a score of 3-0.
Yep, Woody now 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI, and it'll bring up the catcher, Halsey. He walked his last at bat and would later come around to score a run.
So Rockmart wasting no time on Samuel Formby. We do hope that all is well with X Holiday. He was kind of indicating it might have been his elbow, so we hope it's just some tightness, and they're just taking him out as a precaution. This was only his 2nd start of the season, as he was delayed joining the team due to his participation in basketball, which ended the week he came to the beach with the team. They fake a throw to second. Nobody was covering the bag over there, and I think someone might have missed their sign. The shortstop was heading toward third, and nobody was covering second.
Buddy, the shortstop was headed for the tennis courts.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know where we were going with that one.
Formby set, bunt is on, pitch is low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. It never fails. Wherever I place my mic, Ken Jolly's going to find it. Yeah, and he is right there at it. But listen to him; he knows what he's talking about. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Zucker at second, Woody at first. The pitch is a bunt attempt, and it's a strike called, 1-1.
He got the call on that one, trying to work the outside part of the plate again. Evens up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike against Halsey.
Rockmart leads 3-0. The run charged to Xavier Holiday. 1-1, squares to bunt again. He bunts it foul toward the left side, and now it's a 1-2 count, and likely the bunt sign will be taken away here.
Halsey was a tough out again. Another one of those tough outs for Rockmart on Tuesday. He would go 1 for 2, 3 RBIs, a walk, and 2 runs scored. So if we could retire him here, that would be a big out, especially given the fact that we've got runners at first and second and nobody out.
1-2 pitch on the way from Formby, grounded toward third, through for a base hit. Runner's going to stop at third, so we got the bases loaded again with still nobody out. We had the bases loaded in the first inning, gave up a couple of runs, and now the bases are loaded here in the second, and nobody out.
Yep, it's going to bring up Hunter Atkins. Atkins, starting pitcher, 1 for 1.
A future Bulldog, but a future Georgia Bulldog.
Bulldog of a different variety.
Of a different variety. Same color scheme, but
one I like, one I don't like.
Yeah. So the base is full with nobody out. X-Holiday delivers. I'm sorry, that's Formby delivers high and tight. 1 ball and no strikes now to Hunter Atkins.
He buzzed the tower on that one.
He sure did.
Goodness.
1 ball and no strikes.
He just wanted to welcome him to the game.
He did.
He wanted to ask him how he's doing, how his mama's doing, what's he going to eat for supper tonight. You guys going to stay on this side of the county and eat at Zorba's or maybe the border?
Base is full of Jackets, Zucker, Woody, and Halsey on the base pads. 1-0 pitch on the way is a breaking ball, high and tight, 2-0. And again, what we don't want to see happen is what happened Tuesday is bases loaded walk, and again, there's nobody out. And it's all about keeping the big inning from happening. And we were able to do that in the first inning. Here's the 2-0. That's line foul, back off the screen, 2-1. Good pitch there from Formby.
Yeah, good pitch to battle back there. You don't want to see, like you said, Formby give up anything that's unnecessary. Battle back here. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike.
Pitch Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Formby. Best pitches thrown today, 2-2.
Another good pitch there by Samuel. Just came in and delivered that one in and had Atkins off balance, and the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't have to do anything fancy here. Just make another good pitch.
Here's the 2-2. Inside, full count, 3-2. So now you got to throw a strike.
You got to. You can't give up a walk here. There's already 1 run across. We're still looking for our first out of the inning, and the bases are juiced. You got to go after him here and get an out somehow.
You know, this sounds crazy, but you almost would rather have a base hit than a walk.
I would.
And there's ball 4, and that'll walk home the 4th run. Still nobody out, and a bases-loaded walk. Rockmart 4, Cedartown nothing.
It's going to be number 10, Luke, the center fielder. Luke, 1 for 1. He had the big 2 RBI hit back in the first inning that put the Jackets on the board. Rockmart now leads 4-0. First pitch on the way is in there for a called strike 1. Luke, another one of those multi-sport athletes for Rockmart. He was also a member of the basketball squad for the Jackets this year.
Luke with 2 RBIs already. And he's going to have another RBI, I think, as the ball is mishandled there at second base. The run will score. Everybody moves up. It's now 5-0.
Kind of looks like it almost came up and kind of hit off the heel of the glove there from Caleb Formby, not able to do anything with it once he stopped it, but at least putting leather on it holds it to only 1 run scored. But the Jackets are now up 5-0. The bases are still loaded, and we're still searching for our first out.
Now batting for the Jackets, number 17, Rob Yagu.
It'll bring up Rob Yagu, the third baseman, 0 for 1. He comes to the plate with an opportunity to pick up an RBI or 2 with the bases juiced.
Curveball from Formby misses way outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Did you hear the reports coming out of Florida about Spencer Strider's curveball?
Mesmerizing.
I've heard it's nasty.
It's ground and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to count
and
now.
Nasty in all of the right ways. I think it's and I tell you what, I think he's going to be tough to contend with this year. Of course, he was tough last year.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And there's a fly ball hit to right field. Jack Roper goes over toward the line. He'll make the catch. It'll be deep enough to score the run. The throw comes in toward the middle of the infield, and also advancing to third base is Hunter Atkins. And the Jackets extend the lead. It's now 6-0. But we get an out.
Runners will be at the corner for the Jackets, and that will bring up the shortstop, Kellyon Thompson. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Another good report from Spencer Strider. The mustache is still as strong as ever.
He went full-on facial hair toward the end of the last season.
I think he's back to just the stash now.
Yeah. The stash is
the stash is king.
That's him.
The stash is king. It looks like Gavin Allred is going to go out to the pitcher's mound, have a conversation with Formby, make sure they're both on the same page. A cool evening here at Cedartown High School on this Thursday night. Again, this game was originally scheduled for tomorrow night, but it had to be moved up due to weather, and Formby's ready to go to work against Thompson.
Pitches a swing and a miss. Throw goes down to second base, and it's going to short hop. And runners will be at second and third now with 1 out. No balls and a strike to count now to the batter, Kellyon Thompson. Infielders playing in on the grass. And that pitch misses in. He still can't find it.
Over here! Left!
We're having so much trouble finding the baseball once it gets away from us.
Yeah, we're having a lot of trouble with that. Matthews really struggled with that.
The thing and it's not so much Allred's fault. It's the fact that he needs help from his teammates when that ball is loose. If he can't find it, he's got to say, "Look, it's over here. It's over here." Thankfully, no one scored on that. There's a chopper foul to the left side, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, and
now.
you finally heard somebody out here, and it might have been Coach Jolly, that finally said left, left, left.
Yeah, but that communication, though, needs to come from the
You're exactly
field.
right. You're exactly right.
1-2. Low, 2-2.
So the count now even on Thompson. The Jacket shortstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. 4 runs already across here in the second inning. Jackets lead 6-0. Pitch on the way, and that is fly to the left side, and that is going to get, no, it's going to stay in. No, it's going to hit off the roof there on the left side. So a long, high, towering foul ball, and the count stays even at 2-2. Thompson still looking for his first hit of the afternoon. If I'm not mistaken, he was held hitless as well earlier this week. But he did pick up an RBI.
Here comes the 2-2. Tap toward third and foul.
Luke stands out at second base, and Hunter Atkins stands at first base for the Jackets. Thompson in a good battle here against Formby.
Chopper to shortstop. They will keep the runner over there at third, and a throw to first was low, but dug out there by Dingler.
I tell you what, Dingler's having to make a whole lot of catches like that this season. I mean, that's at least the 6th or 7th one that I've seen him go down and have to go into a full split to dig it out of the dirt, but it is in time, and Dingler does make the dig for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Gage Campbell, the first baseman for the Yellow Jackets. 0 for 1 on the afternoon, and the umpire and Rockmart's head coach are having a little conversation. He wants to argue about an out over at first base when you got a 6-run lead
Bear down, it's 2 out.
in the second inning. Got to protect your guys, though, but still, I thought that was
pitch, don't throw.
pretty good call there by the umpire. Pretty clear call, but I guess he didn't think so. But anyways, Formby goes to work against Campbell.
The pitch on the way, high and tight, ball 1. 4 runs across here for Rockmart in the top of the second inning. 6-0 the score. Atkins at third, Lucas at second. The pitch is low and away. 2 balls and no strikes.
Okay.
2-0. Ball 3.
Tell you what, the visitors are making a ruckus over there.
Oh,
they are lively.
They're lively.
Instead of the natives being restless, the
3-0 bounces up there, ball 4.
The invaders are restless.
Bases loaded again.
Come on now, we'll get out of
Second time of this in this inning, the bases have been full, and Rockmart will continue on. This is the 9th batter. I believe this is we're back around to Aiden Wright, I believe, who started off this inning.
You are right. It was 8-9-1. Wright with a run scored and a walk. Comes to the plate, bases loaded.
Ground ball back up the middle. That's going to get through and off the glove, and we kick it to the outfield. That's going to score 2 runs.
When it rains, it pours.
No doubt about it. 8-0 now, Rockmart leads with runners now first and second. The only chance, I mean, we knocked it down, but when Caleb Formby slid over to get it, it careened off his foot and went away from it.
Yeah, they just went into no man's land there, and Tony Ware had to come in from his spot out in center field to get that one in. Luckily, the runner will hold at second, but it's first and second, and it will be Caden Zucker.
Pitch is a strike. It's going to be dropped by the catcher, Allred, but nobody will advance. No balls and 1 strike now.
6 runs already across here in this top of the second inning. The Dogs trailing 8-0.
0-1 is tapped foul at the plate. 0-2.
Foul, and then it might have come off the inside of his foot there.
That never feels good.
No. The only good thing about the weather tonight, Andrew, is there is almost no wind whatsoever.
None.
If there was a breeze out there, it'd be quite chilly.
Here's the 0-2. Taken outside, ball one.
Of course, you and I are a little lucky tonight. We are inside the broadcast booth.
So happy
the
to be
press
inside,
box,
yes.
the Taj Mahal.
I even have my jacket off. Nice and toasty in here. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that'll retire the side. But that's not before Rockmart scores 6 runs here in the second inning and now lead by a score of 8-0 over the Cedartown Bulldogs. Bottom half of the second coming up after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Stream, the industry leader in screen printed apparel. They offer screen printing, embroidery, and signs and banners. At Cedar Stream, they have a fully automated screen printing facility here in Cedartown with the ability to efficiently and effectively distribute products all over the United States. Cedar Stream is a local family-run business with a big vision. Contact Cedar Stream today to find out what they can do for you. 800-686-7488 or cedarstream.com. Cedar Stream, shirts, it's what we do.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. Their phone number 678-246-1031. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
To the home half of the second inning, the Dogs need the bats to come alive and get hot as they trail 8-0 after the Rockmart Yellow Jackets were able to put up a 6 spot in the top of the second inning. It's going to be Cole Dingler that will lead things off for the Dogs. He'll be followed by Samuel Formby and Caleb Formby. So 5, 6, and 7 due up for Cedartown in the home half of the second inning. Hunter Atkins still working for Rockmart out on the bump. And Dingler will stand in to get things started against Atkins.
And there's a fly ball hit to shallow center field, but it will be playable. Center fielder comes in. That was Trey Luke to make the catch. And once again, the second inning beginning like the first inning. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That'll bring up Samuel Formby. Formby got the start out in right field, but then would come in relief of X Holiday, who had to exit the game unexpectedly in that top of the second. Formby's first plate appearance of the night.
Called strike. Wow. 0-1. Hunter Atkins is dealing right now. Same pitch, but a bit outside that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Apparently.
I think he took some advice from somebody maybe sitting behind him.
Line drive that ball to left field. Come on.
1-1. Hit in the air toward left, but foul, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2, the pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 3.
Yep. So that's the second out of the inning, and quickly, Hunter Atkins has 2 outs. It'll bring up Caleb Formby for the Dogs.
And when I say right down the middle, it literally divided the plate in half. It was right there, and he just looked at it.
We've taken a lot of called strike 3s this season.
Breaking ball misses, 1 ball, no strikes.
And of course, you know, it's unfortunate because when you're 0-7 on the season, people start to kind of pick things apart. And
ball 2 down low.
We look at things, and especially as broadcasters and people that analyze the game and the team, you kind of start really putting things under a microscope, and so you pick up on stuff like, you know, that one's fouled off to the right side. You know, we've had a lot of called strike 3 strikeouts because we're not swinging the bat with 2 strikes. We've made a lot of errors that we're not able to really kind of overcome, that kind of domino effect. Our bats haven't been what they need to be. That one's taken upstairs, so Caleb Formby showing patience here at the plate ahead 3-1. You have a team that's 7-0, and I guarantee you we're not looking at stuff like that, but that's the psychology of the game, unfortunately.
3-1 pitch is a called strike 2, taken on the inside corner. And now what he's got to do is protect the plate.
And again, a chance to shorten the swing up and protect.
3-2. Looked at strike 3 again.
Back-to-back strikeouts where we just look at it.
You just can't do that. We head now to the third inning. Cedartown trails by a score of 8-0 to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. A very quick inning. Back after this here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
We will go to the top of the third inning. The Dogs win in order in the bottom of the second. Cedartown trailing 8-0. Samuel Formby on the mound for the Dogs in relief of X Holiday, and the defense has got to hold Rockmart right where they are as Cedartown trails by 8. Rockmart scored 2 in the top of the first inning and 6 in the top of the second, and Formby goes to work already and gets a call on the outside part of the plate, strike 1.
Tucker Woody again back to the top of the order. This is the third trip through the Rockmart lineup.
And we haven't even made it through the lineup one full time for us.
Pitch was down low, 2 and ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. You're right, we haven't. Tucker Woody, 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a run batted in. And that one's hit up the middle, and it'll be fielded by at second. The throw to first is going to get away and bounces off the front of the dugout. The runner will stay put. That's going to be a single. It was deep to second base, and a good throw might have gotten him, but it was a tough play with a speedy runner, and I think that's an infield single. We'll see how they score it, but that's what I would call it.
That'll bring up the catcher, England Holtze. Holtze is 1 for 1, an RBI and 2 runs scored.
They're going to rule an error, so I've been overruled again. Called strike 1 on the inside corner.
And you know, I think I have to side with you on that one. I think even a good quality throw, and it's going to be close, I would have given him a hit, but that's just me.
Here's the 0-1. Called strike, 0-2.
Speaking of the error, though, we'll give you the line through 2 full for Cedartown. It is no runs, no hits, 2 errors. Rockmart here in the top of the third, 8 runs on 7 hits and 1 error.
Just missed off the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Neelan Hulsey, who is 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored and a walk and a hit. 1-2 pitch. Said they'll throw. They got the runner hung up. Now we got to execute the rundown. Throw goes there. We're going to try to tag him out. They throw to first. Did we get him? No. Yeah, they did. I thought we might have missed the tag, but apparently the tag was put down. So there's out number 1. The Dogs able to execute a successful pickoff move.
Heck of a tag over there.
Yeah.
Heck of an effort by Woody, though, to get back. He put in a slide, and I thought he was going to get away from it, but he doesn't. So the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Holtze with the base runner gone, 1 out.
And the pitch is low and away, ball 2.
Now Formby needs to come back and go after Holtze and record an out here. Cedartown in desperate need of a quick outing.
The 2-2. Breaking ball, and he swung and missed, and he's going to reach first base. So a strikeout, and then the dropped pitch, and runner will be at first base.
That'll bring up Hunter Atkins, the opposing pitcher and the Georgia Bulldog commit. He will come to the plate with the runner over at first and 1 out. Atkins is 1 for 1, a walk, an RBI, and a run scored.
Inside to him, 1 ball, no strikes.
The only thing that he has not done on my little Game Changer app here is struck out. He's got ones all the way across the board other than that, and we'd love to see him add a 1 in the strikeout column.
Well, we've only struck out 1 batter, and that was Zucker. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike, 1-1.
You can live right there, son. Come on.
He's right. He can live right there if he can hit that spot consistently.
Well, I say only 1 strikeout. We struck out Hulsey, but didn't retire him. That pitch is upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike to count. So 2 strikeouts so far for Samuel Formby through an inning and a third. 2-1 the count. Samuel kicks and fires. A high chopper hit to second base. Throw to second for 1. That's all the time they'll have for it. We like double clutched over there at second base and didn't have time to turn 2. Typically that would be a tailor-made double play.
Yeah, it would, but trouble getting it out of our glove over at second. Holiday was only able to go 1 inning, Andrew. The final line for Holiday, 1 inning, 4 runs, all of them earned on 4 hits and 2 walks.
First pitch is high and tight to Trey Luke.
Luke is 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs and a run scored.
Both of his base hits. He had the 2-run single in the first and had a
single, an RBI.
He did, and he's got another base hit. Hit it to the opposite field to the left side. Runners will be at first and second now with 2 outs.
I tell you,
Luke is on fire.
He
right
is
now.
really seeing the ball well tonight. That's his 3rd base hit of the night. This one doesn't result in an RBI, but it moves the runner over into second base, and it puts 2 on now here for Rob Yagi. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Comes to the plate with 2 on and 2 out.
So they're at first and second. Samuel Formby set and delivers, and it's inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
You got to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. We gave up 2 runs in the first, 6 runs in the second inning. And now Rockmart with the runner at second is threatening, but there are 2 outs.
1-0. Swing and a miss, fastball.
Big cut there by Yagi. Comes up empty. Out of leaving up the count, 1-1.
The pitch is inside. Popped off the glove of Allred for a split second, but the runner does not.
He turns his back to you again, hose it.
Does not advance. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch from Formby. Misses outside, ball 3.
If you're looking for more sports tonight, the Atlanta Hawks go to Brooklyn to take on the Nets. Tip-off is in just over an hour.
Well, if you were looking for sports locally, there were 3 sporting events happening at the same time on campus today when we got here. 3-1 pitch is a chopper toward third to fill the count up, 3-2 foul ball. We had tennis going on to our left, and then there's a soccer game going on at the top of the field right now.
There was a middle school baseball game going on down at Northwest Park. Cedartown Middle School team was in action. Last that I heard, though, they were losing 16-0.
3-2 pitch. High chopper toward third. That's a fair ball. Throw to first is going to pull him off the bag.
Hey, let that go down, dude. Come on.
Bases will be full on the infield hit. Possibly a E5. We'll see how they score it. But the inning continues there. I don't know if that ball's going to go foul or not. I mean, it was right on the line. I think you just have to field it.
I think you got to play it and hope for the best and make the best throw that you can as Formby starts off Thompson.
It's going to be an E5 on the scored an E5, so that'll be the Bulldogs' 3rd error. And there's a bouncer foul to the left side, strike 2. So the base is full again here for the 3rd consecutive inning. And there would have been a force at third base. I don't know if he had time to get to the bag at third. The runner was coming. There's a pitch out, and it's ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think the only play he had was to go to first base. 1-2 pitch coming, and here it is. Wild pitch, but he gets a favorable bounce. He still can't find it. It's a dead ball. They call a dead ball. Was there interference from the batter? Oh, okay. The ball got stuck in the between the padding and the wall, and that's a dead ball. And that's a very fortunate, very fortunate turn of events right there. So
they still scored the run.
Well, never mind then. Not fortunate at all. And a liner to second base. The catch is made, and that'll be out number 3. But Rockmart gets another run. It's now 9-0 here as the Jackets are on full display here at home against the Bulldogs. 1 run, 2 left. We head now to the bottom half of the third. Rockmart 9, Cedartown nothing. Back after 60 seconds.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Home half of the third inning, Dogs trailing 9-0 here at home against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. The Bulldogs trying to just make it through the batting order completely for the first time. It'll be Everett Perkins, Jack Roper, and then we'll get to go back to the top of the order. Tony Ware, first pitch on the way from Atkins, is fouled back for strike 1. Andrew, Rockmart has already been through their order there, and their third time through. Cedartown still trying to get through the order for the first time.
Right, and that's just showing you how dominating Hunter Atkins has been on the mound for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Drops an off-speed pitch in there, but it's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. For Rockmart, 9 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. Dogs, no runs, no hits, 3 errors. 1-1. Strike called, it got away, but...
you want to talk about efficiency. Atkins threw 2 innings, 4 strikeouts. He has faced 7 batters, and he just threw his 27th pitch. Goodness. 21 of them have been for strikes.
Goodness. 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Well, the perfect game is out the window because he had a base runner. So he's faced 1 over the minimum. Because Ace Allen, I think, reached. Fly ball hit deep to center field, but it will be playable as Trey Luke is there. He'll make the catch for out number 1.
That'll bring up Jack Roper. Roper got the start in left field, but then would move over to right field to play in the spot of Samuel Formby when Formby had to come in relief of Holiday. Brody Blackman then entered the game playing over in the left field spot. So Roper comes to the plate with the bases empty and 1 out for the first time tonight.
Now batting for your Bulldogs, number 24, Jack Roper.
And I'm guessing that Blackman will bat in the spot of Ex-Holiday, I would guess.
So in that 3 spot.
Swing and a miss by Roper, 0-1.
Tell you what, that one had a little bit of gas on it. Little bit of cheese. Cheddar, to be exact. White cheddar. Just like my macaroni.
0-1 is fouled away, strike 2.
You like how I worked that one into?
I did.
For those of you, for anybody that was not with us during the break, they have no idea what I'm talking about. Which was everybody.
Yeah, which was everybody, yeah. Everybody listening.
Literally
right
everyone.
Now.
That's the very definition of inside joke.
He had let's just say you had a very good lunch today.
Had a tasty
We'll leave it
lunch.
at that. 0-2 pitch. Hit the bat, I think. Hit the butt of the bat.
Yeah.
It sure did. It'll be
foul ball.
Yeah,
right
it'll
there
be a foul ball.
at the plate. And I guess it caught a piece of the catcher because the home plate umpire is taking a leisurely stroll out to the pitcher's mound to hand deliver a new baseball. I mean, at this point, put a bow on it. Good grief.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone. Rockmart 9, Cedartown nothing. Whole bunch of zeros. Cedartown has struck out 4 times. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Well, we get to go back to the top of the order. It'll be Tony Ware. Ware, his last at bat, only saw 1 pitch.
Yep, he hit it in the air, and it was a ball that was called.
So hopefully Tony will get to see more than just 1 pitch on this at bat. Andrew, let's take a quick moment to say a special shout out to our good friend Larry Connor. Larry is battling some health problems, and I'm sure he and Miss Gail are tuning in tonight. So, Larry, if you're listening, buddy, we wish you well. We hope you get to feeling better, and we will see you soon.
Swing and a miss, strike 1, Tony Ware. You know, Larry, whenever we got a home game, he's usually here watching the ball game.
Yes, he is.
Sitting in his chair, Gail here taking pictures, but he's in the hospital. Gail's with him. The 0-1 pitch is outside, but 1 ball and 1 strike. So our best wishes go out to Larry on his recovery. He's doing okay now. Hopefully he'll get to come home as soon as possible. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're just not having any luck with Hunter Atkins here, who has got a no-hitter going through 2 2/3 inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Atkins delivers. Gets a piece of it and fouls it away, does Tony Ware.
He's really showing off why he is a Georgia commit. He has pitched extremely well tonight so far for Rockmart.
And it seems like Rockmart, and if Rockmart has a better pitcher than this, I'd love to see it. But this has got to be the ace, and they held their ace for this ball game here at Cedartown. Rockmart has not beaten Cedartown at Cedartown in quite some time, too, and they're on their way to possibly doing that here tonight. 1-2 pitch, called strike 3 inside corner, and Ware just can't believe it. He'll go to the dugout, and another strikeout looking. That is 6 on the day for Hunter Atkins on the side is retired. We head now to the 4th inning. It's Rockmart 9, Cedartown nothing. 60-second timeout on the Big Double-A.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double-A.
Top of the 4th inning, the Dogs needing another quick inning defensively. Rockmart leads 9-0. The Yellow Jackets putting up 2 runs in the first, 6 runs in the second, and a single run in the 3rd inning. The Dogs have been held hitless, and the Rockmart Bats will go back to work. Maybe a lineup adjustment, it looks like. Rockmart's head coach was speaking with the home plate umpire, so that might be some changes, but it looks like
Caden Grogan, number 20, is going to lead off this inning.
And he would be batting for Campbell, I believe, in the 7 hole. If Game Changer, and I believe, I trust Game Changer, so it'll be Grogan, Wright and Zucker, 7, 8, and 9 due up for Rockmart in this top of the 4th inning. Such a good song. Come on, Eileen. Get it
Now batting
together.
for the Jackets, number 20, Caden Grogan.
So Grogan will bat for the first time tonight. Samuel Formby in relief, and the first pitch is going to bounce up there for ball 1.
You know, I have been messing with this same thumbtack for 3 consecutive seasons. It goes right here, and it stays there. And then I mess with it during the game.
1-0 pitch on the way is going to be low and in, ball 2. It's kind of like one of those, what do you call it?
It's a fidget spinner.
It's a fidget spinner,
It is my version of a fidget spinner. It's just that it could harm me.
Yeah, it could cut you. There's
Yes,
a call
it
strike,
does.
2-1 the count.
That fidget spinner bites back. You are right, Carson Tanner.
Formby with a 2-1, and it's going to miss. 3 balls and a strike.
3-1 the count now. Grogan ahead in the count.
The 3-1. Tapper toward third, a chance for Perkins, and he mishandles it, and another error over there at third.
That one was going to be a tough play anyways for him, kind of the awkward bounce, and he was going to have to pick it up off of the grass and just not able to field it cleanly. So Grogan will lead things off with a single. He stands over at first base, and that's going to bring up Wright,
Now batting for the Jackets,
who
number
is
11,
the left
Aiden
fielder.
Wright.
Aiden Wright is 1 for 1 on the night. A walk, 2 RBIs, and a run scored.
Cedartown's 4th error tonight. Called strike as Cedartown's catcher Gavin Allred was quick to come out of his stance, maybe to fake a throw over to first or let the runner know that he's aware he's there. So Grogan's at first base, reaching on the air. The 0-1. There's a called strike 2 on a breaking pitch.
And I tell you, Andrew, Zucker is on deck, and then we'd go back to the top of the order in Woody, and you don't want to bring up Woody with multiple base runners. Woody is 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored.
Formby is set to go. The pitch. This is just inside.
Looks like, though, Patterson may be checking into the game for Woody next time around. We'll have to wait and see. They've got him in there on Game Changer.
Rockmart possibly making some substitutions.
With a 9-run lead in the 4th.
Why not? Throw to first base on the pickoff attempt. Dogs have successfully picked off a base runner already in this ball game. But Grogan slides back into first safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Samuel Formby kicks and fires. A called strike 3. That's the first strikeout thrown by Bulldog pitching today. Check that. That's the 3rd strikeout. So 3rd strikeout, first out in this ball game, or in this 4th inning.
Now batting for the Jackets, number 13, Kason Zucker.
And it will be Kason Zucker, the number 9 hole hitter.
Zucker comes to the plate 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a run scored.
Formby delivers to the plate, and it's a called strike. Kind of about letter high or so. Nothing can win the count.
Other spring training game finals from today. The Washington Nationals defeated the St. Louis Cardinals 3-1. Philadelphia Phillies picking up a win over Toronto 5-0.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bounces up there. Gets away. Runner will advance on the bouncer. That probably will be a wild pitch, and I would imagine it would be. 1 ball, 1 strike. So runner advances on the pitch away.
The defending World Series champs Texas Rangers defeated the Milwaukee Brewers 7-5. Chicago White Sox picking up a win over Kansas City 6-1. White Sox also defeated the Seattle Mariners 6-5 in a split squad game.
Here's the 1-1. Line back toward the screen and foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Right now, the New York Mets trail the Houston Astros 2-0 in the top of the 3rd.
2 teams I hate.
Talk about a game that you don't want either team to win.
Can it be a tie? A 0-0 tie?
I don't know.
I would love for that to happen.
I mean, as an Auburn fan, that's kind of like when Georgia and Alabama play. Like, can both teams lose? No, they do not.
I resent that remark.
I know. But I think recent history allows me to...
I get it. I get it.
to make that comment.
1-2 pitch is a liner up the middle, base hit. Boy, that was right back where it came from. Ware has the green, throws it in, but the green light will be applied. The runner comes home to score from second base, and Rockmart now leads 10-0.
So Zucker with the RBI single.
That was a rope shot.
It was right, straight back up, like you said. And it will be the top of the order, and it will be a change. It'll be Landon Patterson coming to the plate with the runner over at first and 1 out. So Woody out of the game for the Jackets.
And he takes a hit batsman. Welcome to the ball game, and he's heading to first base on a hit by pitch.
I mean, just plunked him.
And my guess would be that unless something crazy happens, that Samuel Formby's in this ball game until it's over, or at least until if we don't get past the 5th inning, then he'll probably stay in the ball game no matter what. Because I don't think Coach Johnson wants to waste another pitcher.
I don't think so. It'll bring up Holtze, the catcher, 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, a walk and a strikeout.
Of course, we would hope that we would be able to get the
I think we're going to
get
have
an out here.
A visit over to first base from Rockmart's head coach to check on Patterson, who took that pitch off of the. Did he take it off of the elbow? He's holding that right arm, so I'm assuming maybe the elbow area.
It might have gone like numb on him or something to start, and now he's starting to tingle on him. So
now he realizes that he's hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Now he says, wait a minute, this is not right. Put on the brakes.
So Rockmart has scored in every inning so far in this ball game. 2 runs in the first, a 6th spot in the second, a run allowed in the third, and so far 1 run has come here in the fourth, and a 10-0 score as the Bulldogs have been held hitless by Rockmart's ace Hunter Atkins. So far for Samuel Formby, an inning and a third, 5 hits, 6 runs, only 1 of them earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts.
So we will have a pinch runner or courtesy runner, however they're going to label it, over at first base for Rockmart. I don't have my binoculars, so I don't know the number.
They may have put
Woody.
They may have put Woody back out there.
They put Woody back out there.
So Woody is back out there at first.
Woody and Buzz reunited again.
Pitch on the way. Hit to left field and a base hit. Green light is applied. Throw will come from left field to the plate. It is going to be not in time. Throw to second base. They've got him picked off over there at second base. So runner at third base now, 2 outs, but it's now 11-0. Rockmart leads on that single to left field.
Oi, that's all I got for you.
So Zucker scores. Woody is out at first. And now Hunter Atkins, who has got himself a very comfortable lead, will bat now with 2 outs and a runner at third base. Beg your pardon. Samuel Formby delivers. That one missed. 1 ball, no strikes.
So Zucker scored. Woody's at third. Holtze was out at first. Well, Holtze was out going to second.
That's right.
And it's Atkins now. I had to do the math on that one.
Thank you. Not my strong suit. The 1-0. Tapper toward third and a foul ball, 1-1.
Once again, not a good night for the Dogs taking on this Rockmart squad.
And I tell you, not to take anything away from Rockmart, they are a very good baseball team.
Yep, they're a good squad.
And, Cedartown frankly, they're just struggling right now. The 1-1. There's a called strike, too.
Well, you've heard of the expression of shooting ourselves in the foot. And I don't even know so much if it's shooting ourselves in the foot. I think it's death by 1,000 cuts and half of them are self-inflicted. It's just a small mistakes that add up into big mistakes.
1-2. Misses away. 2-2 the count. That's a very good analogy, Sam. I think that's been that's kind of been the autopsy, so to speak, of the first 7 games. It's just been little things that have caused you to bleed out. The 2-2 bounced up there in a full count now, 3-2.
your hopes, of course, in your schedule is that before you get into region play that you figure out a lot of these things. So we've got some time to figure some things out, but not a ton of time. We'll play North Paulding on Tuesday at North Paulding. Then the next day we'll go up north and we'll take on the Ringgold Tigers.
3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Rockmart scores 2 more runs here in the 4th, and we head now to the bottom half. Rockmart 11 and Cedartown nothing. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
$11 to nothing as we go to the home half of the 4th inning. Cedartown Trails here at home. We were talking about it right before we went to break, but the schedule coming up for Cedartown, they're running out of non-region contests. Tuesday, we will play at North Paulding. On Wednesday, we will go to Ringgold. On Friday, a big game over in Gwinnett County at Coolray Field where the Gwinnett Stripers play. Cedartown will take on Ringgold again. And then, Andrew Carter, on the 12th of March, we get into region play, a game on the road at Central to open up region play. Wednesday, we will play Carrollton here at home, and then Friday, the doubleheader with the Central Lions, and you're right smack dab in the middle of that tough region matchup.
And luckily for Cedartown, Central is not having the best of seasons either, so I think that you face one of the easier teams to start region play. But then, of course, you have to – and also Sonoraville's not having the best season either.
No, they're not.
So even with all this, the Cedartown Bulldogs still have a chance to make the playoffs. They could possibly even host a playoff game. We don't want to put this season to bed yet. Speaking of which, the day is over now for Hunter Atkins. He goes 3 innings, gives up no runs, no hits, does not walk anybody, and strikes out 6 batters. He'll give way to Trey Luke, who is now going to take over on the mound. Clemens is now the new center fielder. Wright and Patterson from left to right in the outfield for the Jackets. Grogan is at first base now, and Yagu at third, Thompson at short, and Zucker at second base, and Hulsey behind the plate.
It'll bring up 2, 3, and 4 for the Dogs. Ace Allen will lead things off. And it looks like X Holiday will stay in the batting lineup and bat for himself in the number 3 spot as Allen looks at one outside ball 1.
That is good to see. I'm very glad to see that.
Reese Tanner in the house.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to him. Pitch to Ace. High and away, 2-1.
11 to nothing is your score. Cedartown still looking for their first hit of the game as we are now in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, I'm sure the Bulldogs are happy to see Atkins out of the ball game. But swing and a miss there, 2-2 is Trey Luke. Throws one there that Allen offers that.
That does even up the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Well outside.
Yep, 3-2 the count now.
Running full.
After the ball game on Tuesday, I was walking out on the parking lot and talked to Trey Luke's dad, who goes to church with me, and he was very complimentary of our broadcast, so we appreciate that. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Coach Luke is, by the way, the girls basketball coach for Rockmart.
I believe he was also very complimentary to your singing ability.
Oh, yes. Well, that's,
Maybe Andrew can give us a a few bars of something at some point during the season. Maybe a little take me out to the ball game.
If you want to hear me sing, just come to church. Okay?
There you go. Sunday mornings, Rockmart First Baptist.
Here's
Worship starts at 11, I bet.
Here's Holiday. Bounced up there. 1 ball, no strikes. You are correct, sir.
Listen to the shameless plug. I love it. It's not too shameless, though. I've heard worse from myself.
Yeah. Big cut and miss there by Holiday. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. So Rockmart not skipping any beats here with Trey Luke, who was pitching very well.
Luke came in and really has picked up right where Atkins left off.
Foul tipped, and it's 1-2.
And the dog bats are just not hot at all tonight. They're about as cold as it is outside.
Down to 46 degrees. 1-2 pitch. Holiday swings and misses for strike 3. 2 gone. So that'll take us now to Jay O'Neill, who is the designated hitter.
For the Bulldogs, number 10, Jay O'Neill.
So O'Neill, I guess, is
he's
batting,
in, isn't he?
Yeah, he's batting for Yarborough in left field. I'd rather that not Yarborough. It's Blackman in left field. First pitch to him is ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
Which we saw that in one of the games down at Brunswick. Blackman playing in the left field spot, but not hitting, as that one hits O'Neill.
And that's the first base runner since, I think, the first inning. So O'Neill will reach on the hit batsman. He'll be at first base with 2 outs.
Got me all choked up.
And now it'll be Cole Dingler.
Dingler, one of the 4 Bulldog seniors on this Cedartown squad. You've got Cole Dingler, ex-Holiday, Tony Ware, and Jack Roper. Dingler, the longtime first baseman for the Dogs, comes to the plate with a runner on and 2 out. Cole 0 for 1.
He'll foul that one away. 0-1 the count now to him.
Come on, Cole, cross side. Get the line drive. Come on.
Luke looks into his catcher, Hulsey. He'll come from the stretch, the look to first, and the pitch on the way is a called strike 2. He painted the inside corner.
Yep. And the ump's been calling that pitch all night long.
Yes, he has.
At least he's been consistent with it. So Dingler down to his last strike. 0-2 the count.
And the pitch. Now, that was not a strike. That's a terrible call right there. Awful call. That one almost hit him, folks. And it's a called strike 3. Awful. We head now to the 5th inning. Rockmart 11 and Cedartown nothing. Back after 60 seconds.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
To the top of the 5th inning we will go. The Dogs still trail 11-0 is your score. A pitching change for Cedartown. It will be Cole Dingler. Will come on in relief of Samuel Formby. So Formby's night is done. Formby will go 3 innings, giving up 6 hits, 7 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and recording 4 strikeouts. Formby facing 21 batters. 21 batters in 3 innings worth of work. Cole Dingler comes on in relief, though. Over at first base playing for the Dogs now is number 15. You want to take a guess? I don't have one.
It's not Owen Pilgrim, is it?
No, I don't think so. It might be, though. I don't know.
That's not the first time that number 15 has not been on the roster. He's not on the one we were given. So we'll see.
Wade. We just
Thank you, Game Changer.
We just had to wade through the mess to find who it was. Trey Luke will lead things off for the Jackets. Once again, 11-0 is your score. Cole Dingler now on the mound for the Dogs in relief.
Ball one, high and away. 1 ball and no strikes the count. And now Allred goes to the mound to talk to Dingler. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Owen Jarrell, by the way, is playing second base now. Ace Allen at third, Caleb Formby's at third, Connor Peaks in left, Tony Ware in center, and Jack Roper in right. Ball 2, and I'm telling you what, we're not getting the same strike zone as Rockmart right now. Ball 3.
That one upstairs.
That one was not a strike, but the previous one was.
I couldn't agree with you more, sir. So the count now 3 balls, no strikes on Luke.
3-0, ball 4.
Here goes your microphone.
It doesn't matter where I put that, it's going to get.
No, it's done. Toasted. I'm just kidding. I don't know, but it sounded like it
Still
got
working.
hit.
Oh, it did. It was right over there.
So a runner is aboard in Luke. Stands over at first base. And that will bring up Rob Yackey, the third baseman. He is 0 for 3 with an RBI.
Tapper toward shortstop. He'll field and throw to first in time. And they get that sure out over there. Runner moves up to second, 1 gone.
A good clean pick there by Allen, this time at short. Retires the runner over at first for the first out, and that will bring up number 2, which will be Thompson, the shortstop. 0 for 3.
Dingler set and fires. Grounder toward first base. That is apparently a fair ball. I thought it was foul.
I believe Thompson also thought it was a foul ball. He wanted to argue with the home plate umpire, but he will retreat into the dugout, and it doesn't look like we're going to have any type of appeal or anything from the Rockmart coach. So,
runner moves over to third, now 2 gone.
I heard a very interesting sports story this morning on Sirius XM College Sports. It was the morning show with Danny Cannell and Dusty Dvorak.
First pitch to Grogan is outside, ball 1.
During basketball season, North Atlanta and Dunwoody were in a game, I guess, during the regular season, maybe in their region playoff.
Ball 2 misses high and away.
And I can't remember which team it was, but we'll say Dunwoody was up by 2 points at the end of the game. The clock went to zeros, double zeros.
2-0 is hit foul toward the Cedartown dugout, 2-1.
The referees had left or were leaving the floor. An opposing player for, I guess, North Atlanta went down, hung on the rim, did a chin-up on the rim. The official called a technical foul. They shot 2 free throws, tied the ball game, went to overtime, and won it.
Well, they can't do that.
They did.
Once the game's over, it's over.
They did. But they did. The official called a technical after the game was over. Crazy.
Wow.
Mayhem. Pandemonium.
I bet it was mayhem.
Nobody cares because it was Dunwoody in North Atlanta, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Down low, 3 balls and 1 strike. The count now to Grogan.
So you know what that means. Next year when we win a big game, I'm going to need you to not go down and hang on the rim.
There's no risk of that, I guarantee you. Ball 4 misses up and in, and Grogan takes first.
Who has a better chance of actually being able to just touch the rim between me and you?
Well, probably me, I guess. If I get on your shoulders.
What if I get on your shoulders? Runners now at first and third and 2 outs, and that's going to bring up, who'd you say, Carson? Andrew Watson? Pinch hitter for the Yellow Jackets.
It is.
He is hitting in place of Aiden Wright, the left fielder.
By the way, UTEP playing Jacksonville State tonight in men's basketball. Fly ball to the right side toward foul territory. It will be down, but foul.
I believe our buddy's out in El Paso for that game, isn't he?
Logan will be doing the women's basketball.
Women's game, yeah. I think they're both
Gamecock
out there.
Sports Network. No balls, one strike with Luke at third and Grogan at first, and 2 gone in the inning. Throw to first base, runner back.
Logan's also going to be calling a lot of Jack State's baseball games this season, too.
Yeah, on
ESPN Plus. Yep, so you will want to tune in for those to hear a hometown kid.
0-1, swung and foul tipped. 0-2.
Jack State, they're going to play Alabama in baseball this year. They're going to play the Iowa Hawkeyes in a 3-game series at home. First part of March. Actually, next weekend, I believe, is when that game is scheduled.
0-2 pitch is fouled away. Still 0-2. I know that I think Logan last season was able to call that Jacksonville State-Ole Miss game where Jacksonville State beat Ole Miss, and Ole Miss was the defending national champion that season. So that was quite a memorable call for him, I'm sure. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is hit on the ground toward third base. Picked up over there by Formby, throws to first, and the short hops the bag, and that's just been the order of the day. Runner goes to third, the throw goes over there, and he's safe. Run will score, making it 12-0.
So Rockmart will now have runners at the corners again, I feel like, with 2 outs. And it's going to be the bottom of the order in Zucker.
Now batting for the Jackets, number 13, Kaysen Zucker.
Kaysen comes to the plate 2 for 3 on the night with 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. One of the 4 Yellow Jacket strikeouts on the night. And that one is way outside, ball 1. It gets away from the catcher, and the runner at third will hold, but Grogan over at first base will advance to second, so Rockmart now has runners at second and third. That one gets past Allred. Cole Dingler in his first inning of relief tonight for the Dogs.
1-0 pitch. That was smoked foul. 1-1.
All right. Now we're ready to go back to work.
1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch from Dingler is low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Five errors on the Bulldogs today.
Is the voice I'm hearing an angel, or is it coming from the football field?
2-1 is lined to center field. Ware is there. He'll make the catch for the 3rd out. Rockmart puts another run on the board. They lead now by 12, 12-0. No, you're hearing the PA announcer.
Okay, I'm just making
Just
sure.
making sure. Final call for the Bulldogs. They got to score a couple of runs to keep this ball game going, actually 3 runs. We'll come back after this 60-second timeout of the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Cedar Stream, the industry leader in screen printed apparel. They offer screen printing, embroidery, and signs and banners. At Cedar Stream, they have a fully automated screen printing facility here in Cedartown with the ability to efficiently and effectively distribute products all over the United States. Cedar Stream is a local family-run business with a big vision. Contact Cedar Stream today to find out what they can do for you. 800-686-7488 or cedarstream.com. Cedar Stream, shirts, it's what we do.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. Their phone number 678-246-1031. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
6, 7, 8 due up here in the home half of the 5th. The last chance for the Dogs to keep this one from being a run rule. It is 12-0. Cedartown needing to strike for 3 runs to keep this one going. If you're in the mood for an after-game meal, go by and see the good folks at the border, whether you're wanting a burrito, a quesadilla, maybe even a little taquitos mexicanos.
Maybe where we're going after the ball game, I guess.
Join us at the border.
Bottom half.
You're on your own. Check-wise, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we work in radio. We don't have money.
Today was payday.
Although we did get paid.
Yeah, but that paycheck's already spent.
Oh,
buddy.
we got to pay bills.
Let me tell you what, Georgia Power does not take kindly to you not paying your bills.
They sure don't.
Georgia Power, Gas South, Spectrum, all those folks, for some reason, every single month, they want money. Golly.
Go figure.
What's the deal?
Samuel Formby hits a ground ball to second base, and he mishandles the hop, and that'll probably be an E4.
Yeah, Zucker out there just didn't make a good play on it, and that one trickles out into the right field area to Patterson, and so Formby will stand over at first base, and that is going to bring up a pinch hitter for the Dogs in number 19, Big Dalen Holiday. And if anybody can put a charge into one for the Dogs offense, it's Holiday, so he'll come to the plate with a runner over at first base and nobody out, and Formby does reach on an error, so the second error of the game for Rockmart, and the Dogs still without a hit.
What a good time to get a hit now. The pitch.
Woo.
High and tight. 1 ball, no strikes.
Just upstairs.
Just a little bit.
I think he smelled that one as it came by.
1 ball, no strikes. Formby gets his lead, and they'll throw over there to get him back to first.
I mean, not an inch, Carson. Not an inch. Didn't even flinch. Holiday ahead in the count, 1-0.
Here's the 1-0. Back to the backstop. It's a wild pitch, and Samuel Formby will be standing at second base doing his homework. 2-0. To steal a line from Jamie Newsom.
Look, I like it.
Go, 2-0 the count. Pitch to Holiday. Dalen takes a call, strike 1, 2-1 over the outside corner. That's been brutal tonight.
Generous call on the outside corner, I think, is
a call that has been shake your 8-ball or shake your thumper there.
He didn't move on that one either.
No, he didn't. That'll put him on first base. So a hit batsman as Dalen Holiday reaches, and now we got another pinch hitter. Looks like Owen Jarrell is going to bat for in Perkins' spot. So the young kids are going to have a chance to maybe start a rally here, and now we got time called as Rockmart's coaching staff heads out to the middle of the diamond. And it may, see, are they going to make a change? Nope, just a talking to right now for Luke.
I can tell you this. I would love to see the 6th inning.
Yeah, me too.
But if we do, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. This press box is great. But it doesn't have a bathroom upstairs, and that would make it grand.
In fact, that closet is right above the men's bathroom.
It would be a perfect spot for a restroom. A perfect spot for one.
Pitch on the way is low, ball 1. I mean, I know it wouldn't be sanitary, but you could put like a little pipe in there. I don't know.
You could.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, big cut there by Owen.
Nothing can be worse than the old troughs that they used to have up at the football.
That was the worst.
I mean, as a child who already didn't like germs, that was terror.
That was the worst, man. A little snap play as he gets the runners to go back to second and first.
Formby stands out at second base. Holiday stands over at first, and Gerald at the plate.
1-1 is down the middle for a called strike 2.
Now behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the Dogs with 2 on and nobody out here, needing to score 3 to extend this one out to the 6th inning. Also looking for their first hit of the night.
Not only was that unsanitary, but how much water did they use?
There's no telling.
Because those things
constantly ran.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch. Line drive up the middle, base hit. That's the first hit of the ball game. And the bases will be loaded with nobody out.
The no-hitter is no longer.
Bye-bye.
And it came from one of the youngins.
Owen Jarrell gets the Bulldogs on the hit column. It was a comebacker to Luke, who just barely missed stabbing it. And the Dogs have their first hit, and that will bring to the plate Jack Roper.
Number 24, Jack Roper.
So Roper comes to the plate with the bases full of dogs and nobody out.
Luke set, the pitch on the way. Taken low, 1 ball and no strikes the count. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Dogs have to score 3 runs to continue. 1-0 pitch. Low and away, pops away, but no, not far enough for anybody to advance. 2-0. Who is Cedartown Soccer playing tonight?
They're playing each other.
Oh yeah, it's the white and red, the red and white game. That's right. They're raising funds.
Yep.
2 balls, no strikes. And the base is full.
Kevin King has joined the ranks of the semi-famous now. He was on 92.9 The Game, talking about Cedartown Soccer. I believe last night maybe.
2-0 pitch is a called strike 1, 2-1. Kind of a generous call there.
I don't quite know if I would say generous. I think that term is not strong enough for where that pitch was. I think generous is taking it lightly.
Luke with a 2-1 pitch. That was right down the middle, 2-2. That was a good pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. Bases full of dogs. 1 hit in the inning, the first hit of the ball game. The rest have been walks or in a hit batsman.
We got to fight.
2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, dropped a strike in there. 1 gone in the inning.
Come on, Tony, get him in here.
Tony Ware will be the batter.
Top of the order now.
Samuel Formby's at 3rd, Dalen Holiday at 2nd, and Owen Gerald's at 1st.
Tony 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Looking for his first hit of the night, and this could not be a better time to pick up that hit.
The first pitch that he saw, he hit. Oh, wow. Curveball called strike. First pitch he saw, he lined it to center field, and then, as you mentioned before, struck out his last time up, which seems like an eternity ago. 0-1 the count. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Curveball swung and missed. 0-2.
Hey, be ready for it again.
Ace Allen waits on deck.
The bases full of dogs, though. We just got to work on getting those dogs home.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ware's down on 3 pitches. And now 2 gone in the inning, and it's up to Ace Allen if the Bulldogs will continue.
Allen 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Now batting for your Bulldogs, 0, Ace Allen.
Shortstop will come to the plate. Last chance for the Dogs here.
We're in the bottom half of the 5th. Rockmart with a 12-0 lead. The pitch on the way from Luke. Dropped a curveball in for a call, strike 1.
Pretty good pitch there by Luke.
And in fact, I think the last 3 or 4 pitches have been that hook. And they've all been for strikes. The 0-1. Curve again, hit to right field, base hit. Dogs are going to score their first run of the ball game, station to station, and it's 12-1. Ace Allen with the first RBI of the ball game for any Cedartown Bulldog, and the Dogs are on the board.
Well, and look, and that's all you got to do is just play it station to station, base to base. You don't have to hit one out of here to keep this thing going. You just got to string together a series of base hits and keep things rolling. And it's going to be number 9, Connor Peak.
This will be Connor's first at bat of the night, and he cuts and misses there on the fastball, 0-1.
Peak came in and is playing left field for the Dogs defensively after the defensive changes when Holiday had to come out of the game, and he's behind in the count, 0-1.
That pitch misses low and in, 1 ball, 1 strike now.
Even things up on Connor. Just got to be patient and, again, wait for a good pitch and drive one, base to base, station to station, like you said, Andrew Carter.
1-1 pitch from Luke, the breaking ball, called strike 2.
That's a good pitch there for Luke, and he has utilized it.
It's been working
very
for
well.
him. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss with a fastball, and that will do it for the Bulldogs. They fall in 5 innings to Rockmart. The final score, Rockmart 12 and Cedartown 1. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back and wrap up this ball game here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100, and all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
12-1 is your final here from the Doghouse. Cedartown falling to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets in 5 innings. Final line for the Jackets, 12 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. The Dogs, just 1 run on 2 hits and 5 errors. Andrew Carter, ex-Holiday, would get the start for Cedartown, but would only be able to go 1 inning. He would give up 4 runs. All of them were earned on 4 hits and 2 walks. Samuel Formby, 3 innings. He would give up 7 runs, 2 of them earned on 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Cole Dingler would go a single inning, giving up just 1 run. And
it was
walking,
unearned.
Yeah, it was unearned, if I can talk.
There you go.
With 2 walks, and just again, another example of death by 1,000 cuts, and a lot of them were self-inflicted.
Walks, errors, mental mistakes were the death knell of this ball game. And then when you combine good pitching by Rockmart, Hunter Atkins going 3 no-hit innings and 6 strikeouts. Trey Luke was 6 strikeouts, including striking out the side, giving up only the 2 hits there at the end of the ball game. So your final score, once again, the Cedartown Bulldogs fall to 0-8 on the season as they fall in 5 innings to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets, 12-1. Bulldogs will be back in action next week. We'll be taking on North Paulding on Tuesday, and then we go to Ringgold on Wednesday the 6th before we take on Ringgold again on Friday the 8th. That'll be at Coolray Field in Gwinnett. And then region play starts a week from Tuesday as the Dogs will be at Central for a ball game. So not much time for the Dogs to right the ship. They need to come to earth, or as we would call it back in the day, come to Jesus meeting to try to figure out to right the ship. And the Bulldogs have definitely got some work to do in that regard. But the final score: Rockmart Yellow Jackets 12, Cedartown 1. For my broadcast partner Sam Branch and Tyrone back at the radio station, I'm Andrew Carter, wishing you good night and God bless from the Dog Pound. Your final score: Rockmart 12 and Cedartown 1 in 5 innings. Good night, everybody.